Hello, everybody. This is Robert Ferguson. I want to welcome you to a conversation where we're always talking about a diet-free life. I also want to invite you to come over to our YouTube channel if you're not already subscribed, and do so, and comment and let me know who you are. I'm so happy to have you. And then if you want to learn more, if you want to contact me, then there's always contact information. You can send an email. You can schedule a free consultation. We are here to be of service and to help those who want to be informed and to live their best and healthiest life. I also want to invite you to our 8-week fat loss challenge. That's something that's affordable. It's something for everybody. And trust me, you're going to learn things about nutrition that's going to change everything. It's going to change how you look at losing weight. It's going to change how you look at many things about your health. You're going to be informed. So I just want to let you know the opportunity is there, and I look forward to helping you out over an 8-week period. Now, as I'm recording this live, those of you who are catching the replay, again, no matter when you watch this, we always have an 8-week fat loss challenge available. You can join it at any time. But during the month of January, always the last Monday of the month is when we started as a group. And I've learned to do this over the years because people will say they want to start January, but they don't start January. If they do get started, they fade really quick. And by the time February comes, they'll put everything off until next year. If they're lucky and they're still with us, and let's say we're going to do it again. And unfortunately, many people don't do it again. So I want to invite you to be part of a group, and you'll have access to the 8-week challenge for the whole year until we update and come out with a brand new challenge, which this is that. So if you've ever done any of my challenges, here are my words. Those challenges are not this challenge. This is different. If you value knowledge, if you value being informed, I'm telling you right now, there's some things that are extremely different. And I am excited for you to learn. And as you learn, you can always invite people to the website and they can experience what you will experience with this challenge. Now, I'll be sharing some updates, and today is really no different. So let me just share with you what I mean by that. Okay. And I'm going to get myself set up here with my computer. Oh, man. And anybody who's interested in just reducing inflammation in your body, reach out to me. I am seeing some amazing things take place with people and their health. I mean, like, amazing. You'll learn about that in the challenge, but you don't have to put that off. I mean, amazing things take place. And with the nutrition that you learn and what I can tell you that you can do as far as getting control of inflammation in your body, like now, the combination is going to take you to a whole nother level. Okay. A whole nother level. So that being said, I am set up to talk about coffee. Okay. And I'm not having tea today. I'm having coffee. So why am I having coffee? Because I like coffee. And it's part of the discussion for today. So if you have a coffee nearby, get one. You want to make one while we have this conversation. You can always pause it, come back, and enjoy your coffee as we learn about coffee. Now, let me say up front how I enjoy my coffee. I enjoy my coffee black for the most part, but what I also like to do is add honey to it. So I like honey with my coffee. All right, let's get into it. Let's get through this really quick. Coffee, I know some of you have lived long enough where the news will say coffee's bad for your health, and then months later, coffee's good for you. I'm going to share with you the facts, and under this video, in the description area, there is a link to an article that I wrote about coffee, and it's substantiated, meaning all of the references that I use to share this information are right there. So this is factual. Now, one of the things that I want you to know up front, because some of you may be in a rush, is that coffee is a food as medicine beverage. What I mean by that? Well, science shows that coffee supports your gut health, your metabolism, and your overall health. And it doesn't have to be caffeinated. It could be decaf. There's a bundle of benefits that come with coffee and a whole bunch of science that support everything that I'm sharing with you. Now, if you look at the history of coffee, it's been around for a minute. That means a long time. Most people believe that coffee originated in Ethiopia. It got to the United States, I think the colonies around the early 1600s. So it's been around for a long time and it's helped people for a long time. So let's talk about it. Anyone have any questions as we spend time together and talk about coffee? Like any questions that you would want to learn? What's up, Lynn, who caught us live? We got Anna, caught me live. Sandy, caught me live. Okay, I'm glad you guys caught me live. Okay. Let me know. I'm using a different camera today, streaming live. So I don't, let me know if the words are matching up with the video. It may be, it may not. I don't know. I'm going to have to work on this for a while, but we're going to figure it out. We will figure it out. Okay. So let's go through these things really quick. Let's save you time and energy. Let's see if I can do it in less than 8 minutes. Okay. Number one, coffee is rich in antioxidants. Antioxidants are very important. Antioxidants protect our cells from damage. Antioxidants reduce inflammation in your body, and antioxidants lower the risk of chronic disease. And I just said that black coffee, coffee, and I'm not saying you can't add cream to it. I'm not saying you can't add a little sweetener to it, but the coffee on its own provides all of these benefits. It's a powerful antioxidant. And is one of the largest sources of antioxidants that people consume on a regular basis. Number two, coffee contains powerful, what they call polyphenols. Many of you are aware of polyphenols. Polyphenols are very, very, very helpful. They are a natural plant compound. And polyphenols, guess what? They help with inflammation. Polyphenols support metabolic and heart health. Polyphenols feed your gut bacteria. They help your gut. You know how you see these people go and they buy probiotics and a supplement and they think it's helping them, but then they'll avoid coffee. Well, I don't drink coffee. I'm healthy. They have no clue. They're so misinformed. The thing that may be causing harm is the supplement they're buying that has the probiotic in it. And I can prove that to you. I've written about it. I've done videos on it. It's a fact. Okay. And let me just reaffirm that not just caffeinated coffee. The caffeine is cool, but it's what's in the coffee bean that is giving you the health benefits, not necessarily the caffeine. So some of you are like, well, I don't really want caffeine in the morning. Okay, don't have caffeine. Get decaf. So you get the benefits of the antioxidants, and now you know the polyphenols. Now, 1 cup of coffee can help improve what they call gut diversity. Gut diversity is very important. If you don't have it, you can have dysbiosis in the gut, which is not what you want. You want gut diversity, and coffee contributes to that. Coffee supports gut health by feeding the beneficial bacteria, number one, increasing gut diversity, as I just mentioned, and helping bacteria produce helpful compounds that support digestion and immunity. Your gut microbiome, right? Your intestinal gut, 70% of your immune system is your gut microbiome. Coffee feeds, it fuels that. Okay. Another thing about coffee is that coffee can activate this thing called GLP-1. You hear about that because of drugs like, I guess, Wegovy, Ozempic, and the list goes on and on. Well, our body naturally secretes this GLP-1, which is a peptide, not AKA, but also it's a hormone. It's actually called an incretin. And there's this thing called an incretin effect. And you want to learn about that. I'll be talking about it more and more. And for those of you who are in the challenge, the 8-week fat loss challenge, you're going to know everything about the incretin effect. You're going to learn about it. You're going to apply it. You're going to benefit from it. And it's going to help you now and for the rest of your life. Now, GLP-1, when it's activated, it naturally can help things like you feel better, not be as hungry, right? Some people say, when I drink coffee, it's like an suppressant. I'm not hungry. Well, that's because GLP-1 has been activated, and when it's elevated, people aren't hungry. That's one of the benefits of getting on a GLP-1 drug. Wow, who knew? Instead of getting on that drug and putting my whole health and future life in jeopardy, in my opinion, I could be drinking coffee. Interesting. Okay, so coffee is our friend. And when you read the article, I do a really cool breakdown of coffee. Another thing about coffee is they've done randomized placebo-controlled trials. And people who drink a cup of coffee compared to people who don't drink coffee, the coffee drinkers burn 75 to 125 extra calories in the course of a day, those who drink coffee, compared to those who don't. And I'm talking about caffeinated coffee at this point. Interesting, isn't it? Very interesting. It's kind of like what's interesting about when you consume omega-3s, which I get through a product called Balance Oil. When you consume 2 teaspoons of omega-3 fatty acids, this has also been proven in randomized placebo-controlled trials, right? When they measured a person's energy expenditure throughout the day, that means how many calories a person burns all day long. The people who consume the omega-3s, and again, I do a quality one called Balance Oil, they burn in excess of 200 additional calories compared to people who don't. Imagine that. You're taking something that's helping with inflammation, is helping with your cells, and it puts you in a position where you burn more calories just because you consumed it. I would call that a natural fat burner. So if I wake up in the morning, which thank God I do, I start my day off with a shot of Balance Oil with a cap full of apple cider vinegar. Then I make my coffee. Well, the oil with the coffee puts me at over 300 extra calories I'm burning just because I had a cup of coffee and I had my Balance Oil. And this is scientifically proven. This is great. Another thing to know about coffee is that it's been proven. Okay, it's been proven. You can go to the American Journal of American Medical Association, JAMA. You can go to National Institute of Health. You can go to World Health Organization. They all acknowledge that coffee reduces the risk of heart disease and heart attack. Caffeinated or decaf. It's mind-blowing to me. And again, I already mentioned that it helps support appetite and mood and, of course, performance. And when I say performance, if you're an athlete, they've done a bunch of studies on having caffeine to include coffee. Before a person works out, the performance is always better when it comes to people who had their cup of coffee before the performance compared to people who didn't have a cup of coffee. And with the same people, when they had a cup of coffee before the performance and then didn't have a cup of coffee before the performance is always better when they had the coffee prior to. So let's see. Bottom line, we're talking about improving, helping with gut health, heart health, metabolic health, appetite control. It's a win-win. And I wrote the article. So let me see if anybody has a question. Do you guys feel like I shared some good information? Did you learn something that you didn't know about coffee? And I didn't keep you here that long. Okay, how we doing? How we doing? So let me see. Lynn, who's on, she says, yes, sir, looks good. No, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I get that. Thank you for the update on that. Is everybody good with the coffee? Did we learn something that we didn't know? Win, win, win. How are we doing? Yay, yay, yay. All right. I did my job. I shared because I care. Again, tell people that we have an 8-week fat loss challenge coming up. Today is Thursday. I'm going to start leaking information on Friday. That means tomorrow. And then Saturday, they'll have everything they need in order to get started on Monday. It is a challenge, and there are going to be winners. I'm going to be giving away some stuff throughout the challenge, but there's going to be winners. And if you heard me clearly, I'm going to say it again, winners. That means more than one person is going to win. So invite a friend, get somebody to do it with you. Keep each other accountable as we learn about the autonomic system. We learn about sympathetic, parasympathetic states. We learn about post-meal response, how we trigger this hormone called insulin, how it puts us in a position where we can always be optimizing our ability to burn fat compared to not, meaning you can eat in a way that you're in a fat burning state. That means little inflammation in the body, reduce inflammation in the body, right? So fat burning state instead of a fat storing state, which means inflamed. So we're going to be lowering inflammation. We're going to be optimizing throughout this challenge. This is a win, win, win. Okay. All right, you guys, let me see. Thank you. Who says I love my coffee? Someone says, I love my coffee. I didn't know how good it was. Yay. I did my job. I did my job. Because if one person learned something that they didn't know before they spent time with me, that's my goal. So I want to say thank you. And thank you for sharing that. And do me a favor if you guys can. You can share a YouTube channel. If you're on YouTube, you can click that button that says share. Put it on your Facebook. Hey, if you like coffee, this may be worth watching. You know, something like that. Because there's a lot of coffee lovers out there. And I want them to know these amazing benefits that come with a cup of coffee. Because there's some people out there that look down on us coffee drinkers. You know what I'm saying? So, again, this is Robert Ferguson, your clinical nutritionist, a guy who shares because I care. I'll be back I'll be back later. I'm going to be interviewed by a group, and I'll share it on my page. And so be looking for it. I'll be sharing it. Okay. So until then, God bless. Take care. Reach out if you have questions. I'm here to help. Peace.
In a world of diets, there's a new way to see. No more counting calories, just living free. Robert Ferguson's got the plan you need. With diet-free life, it's the key. No more starving, getting rid of inflammation. Choosing healthy choices, providing you with sound information. Bringing balance to hormones and insulin through food. With DFL, teaching you food choices to see it through. DFL, we're teaching you to eat food right. Teaching you to pair food with each bite. Balancing our body's microbiome feels so right. With diet